Thank you for giving me your time to hear about meditation. My name is Robert Perry. The meditation I'll describe is used in Tibetan Buddhism. First, I'll give a brief overview of Buddhism to help you see it in context. Meditation has been around for at least 5,000 years. The Buddha lived around 2,600 years ago and taught for 40 years. I'm not here to proselytize or convert anyone. It's against Buddhist principles to promote Buddhism to others. Also, today's meditation's not dependent on religion. Anyone can do it, and it won't affect whatever belief you hold. To briefly explain Buddhism in non-Buddhist language, it's more self-psychology than a religion. Buddha wanted to help people improve the quality of their minds, not to follow him in unquestioning belief, but as a reasoned process of investigation. He said, "Don't believe me if I appear to you and tell you something. Only believe what you understand through your own experience." In Tibet, there are 4 main schools of Buddhism. Nyingma, founded in the 8th century, Kagyu and Shakya in the 11th century, and Gelug at the beginning of the 15th century. I study the Gelug school. The Dalai Lama is head of the Gelug school and spiritual head of Tibetan people. There are 3 types of Buddhism worldwide, described by different words in different cultures. The first, Hinayana. Second, Mahayana. That's what I practice. And it's mainly practiced in Southeast Asian countries. The primary difference between these two is to study Mahayana requires a specific motivation, which is that others will benefit because I will become a better person. Thirdly is Vajrayana Buddhism. It's an extension of Mahayana with the same motivation, but it's a secret practice, apparently very complicated mentally. My meditation teacher is Geshe Acharya Tubden Lodin, a Tibetan Buddhist monk who established the Tibetan Buddhist Society in Australia. His Geshe degree required 25 years of training. He came equal first place in his exams, plus a 6-year more advanced Vajrayana degree, receiving honours. Now I'll move on to meditation. There are 3 main types of Tibetan Buddhist meditation. The first, stabilisation, done to calm the mind down, to help us stop jumping, often randomly, from thought to thought. The second, visualization, is done to strengthen our mental qualities, like patience, for example, by remembering when we have been patient and becoming so familiar with that feeling that we can recall it more easily under duress. The third, analytical, is done to help understand a concept better, to resolve whether or not it might be true or false. Today I will explain stabilization meditation for training our minds to calm down, to settle down. It will require regular effort and patience, but it's achievable for most people. We all have different levels of mental self-control and different environments, as well as different histories of experience. I was an art director for 40 years in advertising, then a carer in aged care for 9 years. If I meditated before work, I was in control, organized, and solved problems faster. That's still the case now, in my retirement. One reason to meditate daily is each morning we prepare for the day, we shower and put on fresh clothes. We are usually conscious of our appearance and what others might think. And we can refresh and prepare our minds also with meditation. Importantly, we are more likely to affect others by how we think far more than by how we look. Where to meditate? Find a place you can use regularly, uncluttered and private. Perhaps a spare room or a private time-out space at work. Try to meditate the same time each day, so it becomes one of your daily habits. How long do we usually meditate for? Well, 15 to 30 minutes eventually, but start with what you can manage, like 5 minutes to create the habit. That's okay for a few days. Then increase to 10 minutes a session, adding more time when you feel ready. It usually takes a good meditator about 15 minutes to stabilize their mind. Then, ideally, they can hold their mind on a chosen object indefinitely without distraction. That state of mind is called calm abiding. That's the ultimate objective. A couple of things that can help before starting. What usually distracts us are thoughts of past events or plans for the future. The aim is to stop doing that and hold our mind in the present, now. One thing you can do is write a list of your plans for the day, because often that's all you can think about when meditating. You can also place a watch or clock where you can easily check time. Time can also preoccupy you. We can easily lose track of how long it's been. Next, our general state of mind. How we think now is caused by our past mental habits. How we think in future depends on how we think now. What mental habits will we continue or change, either on purpose or through changing environment? Because of this continuous change, we're not the same person all the time. We are always changing. Therefore, we can decide what kind of person we want to be, and hopefully our environments allow us to choose. Currently, daily life doesn't help. Social media, TV, or hectic work can reduce our attention span. A phone call, urgent email, new message, another meme, or unexpected client problem arises. We can sometimes lose the plot. One thing meditation can help us regain is our attention span. Okay, what attitude do we apply before meditating? We set our minds on positive motivation. The word meditation in my training means to hold our mind on an object of morality. Think, I am doing this to become a better person and a better example to others, not with ego, but with respect for others. Next, how we sit. Take your shoes off. Sit either on a cushion cross-legged on the floor, a little higher at the back, or sit on a chair with your feet resting on a cushion. Sit comfortably so it suits your needs. Don't sit in pain. Place your hands on your lap, palms up. Rest the fingers of your right hand on top of the fingers on your left hand, thumbs gently touching. This thumb position helps concentration. Have your back straight, shoulders level, and arms relaxed. Keep your arms slightly out from your torso so air can circulate. Head upright and balanced. If your head is tilted forward, you become drowsy. Tilted back, you can feel agitated. Eyes open, just a little to see the floor faintly about a meter ahead. Eyes fully closed, we start picturing things in our mind. Fully open, the room becomes distracting. Mouth closed, tip of your tongue resting on the back of the top teeth. Breathe through your nose. From the top of your head, working down, relax your body, a bit at a time. Your scalp, the face, your jaw, neck, shoulders, etc. Continue until you feel your body is relaxed, not slouching, but balanced. What do we think about while meditating? Well, one thing that's always with us, our breathing. In this meditation, we think only about our breathing. That's it. Breathe in. Feel the air enter your nostrils and lungs. Then breathe out, naturally and gently. Slowly in, slowly out. This is meditating to stabilize our mind. Our mind will wander, don't worry, just bring it back to your breath. You aren't failing if your mind wanders. You are meditating. It's part of the process. There's nothing mysterious or magical about meditating. Just hold your mind as best you can on your breathing. This gives us an object of concentration, easy to observe, a simple way to train our minds. Just make sure you keep bringing your mind back to your breathing when you realize you've been distracted. If you have trouble, count to 10, like 1 for each breath. If your mind wanders while counting, start from 1 again. If you make it to 10 without losing concentration, fantastic. Then count to 10 again. Let your mind be the observer of your breathing. Don't be hard on yourself. If your mind wanders, bring it back to your breath. Relax. Breathing in, breathing out. Now I will give you a chance to try it out yourself. I'll let you think about your breathing for just 2 minutes, starting now. That's 2 minutes. I hope this has given you an idea of what to do and what thoughts distract you. A few things in review. As you may have noticed, meditation can make just a few minutes feel like eternity. Some days are excellent, others might be hard. It's unpredictable. Creating new habits isn't always easy. It's like training for a sport. Regular effort works, but don't force it if you can't meditate one day. After a few sessions, you'll come to realize which thoughts your mind wanders to. You can start working out why you think this way, and whether you need to gain self-control over that thinking or not. There are many opinions on what is mental strength. It's the Buddhist view that calm wisdom is an intelligent, lasting mental strength. Never anger. It isn't helpful to compare yourself to others and their meditation. We never know the level of skill other people have achieved. I'm not special. My mind was a real mess before I started meditating regularly. It can be our time away from the world, a rest. What can result from this meditation? Well, to gain greater self-control, improving concentration, particularly on things we aren't attracted to pause and check ourselves before choosing our next train of thought. We learn to persevere, becoming more patient, helpful when dealing with others. We can calm our minds at work more effectively between tasks. Physically, our bodies can retain tenseness from one activity into the next. Our minds do the same. So just pause, still your mind for a few breaths, and then move on to the next task without the mental baggage. That's stabilisation meditation. It's very simple, but our minds can make it quite complicated. It may not suit everyone, but it's a well-tested method of improving how we think. That's it. Thank you for your time.